Morning KU. I'm Jill Bainbridge.
And I'm Brett Ivy. And you know, Jill, I hope everyone's starting off their Friday pretty well. You know, it's right about that time for the weekend, and I'm telling you, I'm really wanting to get to the weekend here pretty quick.
Absolutely.
But you've got something going on this weekend. In fact, that even started last night in Rock Chalk Review. Do you want to tell us about it?
I do. I'm a little bit sleepy this morning. Last night was kind of a late night. We started Rock Chalk Review, as you said. It's called Let the Good Times Roll. And it's been a very, very exciting week. So like I said, we opened last night. We've been in rehearsals all week long. Starting Sunday, we've been in practices from about 4:30 to 11:30. So not much sleep this week, but it's all worth it. If you guys watch the show, you know that it goes to a great charity, Big Brothers Big Sisters, and we get to raise a lot of money for them. So for me to sing and dance and wear fun costumes to make money for Big Brothers Big Sisters, I'm okay with spending my time like that. It's a lot of fun.
Do you want to give us a little preview of your show right now?
You know, I'm gonna go with a no, just because I'd rather you come see it and
That's a good point.
give some money to Big Brothers Big Sisters.
Yeah. How much are tickets right now? Do you know?
You know, tickets are around $25 to $30. I believe you can still buy them at the door. I'm not for sure on that, but there's a show Friday and Saturday, both at 7 o'clock. So we hope you come out and see it. It's for a great charity. And just a little bit of a summary, if you haven't been watching us and hearing us talk about it, it's 5 sorority and fraternity pairings, and each sorority and fraternity does about a 20 to 25 minute musical, and you're seeing pictures on your screen right now of some of the pairings and all of our elaborate costumes. So it's actually a really good time. That's the show I'm in. I'm the one with the huge 80s hair in the back left corner, so that's exciting. There's me. But again, we really hope you guys come and see it. So it's going to be a really good time.
Jill, my question is, why don't we have those sparkly things to wear on Good Morning KU?
You know, I was going to ask our producer if that was okay, if we could bring those uniforms. I mean, I have an extra
Aren't you the
leotard.
producer?
Maybe of this show, but not of my show at the Lead. So hey,
Okay.
If you want to wear the leotard, I'll bring it for you next week.
Well, break a leg with the rest of your performances this week, Jill. We'll know you do a great job. It's going to be great.
Thank you very much. In other news, I heard there is some, not issue, but some resolution maybe that came about with this SUA funding situation.
Right. Student Senate recently proposed a cut to SUA funding. It would go, not their fees, but the fees for the events would go from $5 to $4.50. This 50-cent cut, although it may seem small, is actually quite large considering how many people actually pay to go to these events. That would cut money to go to the programming, like kind of the staples at KU, like Tia 3 and J Bowl, and even the free movie nights that go on from time to time. Yeah, but luckily, SUA went to a finance committee for Senate last night, or I guess 2 nights ago, excuse me, that kind of got them back to where they need to be. This cut is now not going to be made. It's going to stick at $5, and they're promising to do more multicultural and more academic events as well. Right now, they're already doing 35 events a year, but so this might, I don't know if they'll add more events, but it might just kind of work together with not only the student body. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm happy with the compromise. Cosmic bowling is my favorite thing, so if that got cut, I might have a problem with that. So I'm willing to pay those 50 extra cents. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, it's going to be really good for the student body and as well for the SUA. SUA is probably the biggest organization on campus, does the most for the student body in my opinion. So it'll be cool to see kind of what they do moving forward as well.
I'm glad they could come to a compromise. 2 really big groups on campus working together for the student body. That's what it's all about.
Most definitely.
So that's great. Also coming up next week, Big 12 tournament, right?
That's right.
Thursday?
Yep, KU plays their final game of the regular season tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. against West Virginia in Morgantown. But right after that, they'll begin postseason play with the Big 12 tournament. They'll be playing in the second round game either against, it's either looking like Texas Tech or Oklahoma State right now. It kind of depends on seeding. Of course, the regular season isn't over yet. There's still a game left to be played. But right now, it looks like it's going to be either Texas Tech or Oklahoma State. More than likely Oklahoma State, if we're being honest.
I hope it is Oklahoma State, so we can watch what new ways Marcus Smart can learn how to flop on TV. That'd be kind of fun.
That's true, and it'd be kind of fun to watch as well. It's always fun getting to see those teams kind of come head to head. But if they do beat Oklahoma State, then they'll be playing, keep on playing in the Big 12 tournament, hoping to bring home another Big 12 tournament title, which would be kind of great to go along with the 10 straight. But then right after that, they'll be looking for seeding in the NCAA tournament. Joe Lenardi, ESPN bracketologist, has him as a number 1 seed right now in the East, playing in St. Louis in the first round. But we'll have to see what happens. If they lose, we don't know. So kind of this postseason play is going to be really fun to watch. Definitely my favorite part about the college basketball season. So I'm getting really, really excited for it.
Absolutely. I know we all can't wait for March Madness. So I think that's all we have for right now. Stick with us and we'll be right back. Welcome back to Good Morning KU. We have kind of a special treat for you guys. I don't know if you've heard of KView. It's our new show with our fellow broadcaster, Jade Daniels, and she had kind of a special surprise on her show. So we'd like to show you guys if you want to watch.
We'll talk about it later. About, I don't know, 5.
Just whatever you got in your pockets.
Oh my God, Dad, what are you doing here?
Get it for your game.
Oh my God. Wait, what did you... Sorry, y'all.
It's okay.
I
It's
know
okay.
it's coming. Wait, I wasn't really coming back. Oh my God. What's up?
I can't forget anymore.
Oh my God. Man, that makes me sorry. How long have you been here?
I've been here all day.
Oh no, my house was so dirty.
I got 11 o'clock.
Oh.
I was supposed to get it yesterday. I got
Is Mama here?
No.
Oh, she's at home?
No.
Okay.
Just me.
Oh, okay.
Go ahead and finish the show. Go ahead and finish the show.
Oh my gosh. Oh, Lord.
Jill, if that doesn't make you feel good, I don't know what does. That
Gosh.
really is really cool.
So
Well,
sweet.
yeah, well, why don't you tell us a little bit about Jade's show? Jade, who's a senior this year, actually she's a rock chalk dancer as well, but she kind of started this new show this year called KView, and yeah, what's it about?
Absolutely, KView. So as I've heard recently, I believe it's 2 separate interviews. So the first one's just kind of random, whoever has something really interesting to say, and then the second one is a musical guest. So normally I'm assuming they would perform, so whatever kind of music they're into to share with the audience. So it's kind of a cool, unique idea. And then actually after they do the musical guest, they do some local Lawrence news. So instead of like the national or the international stories, they really focus on the local culture or local news in Lawrence, which is, I think, a really interesting idea.
Yeah, that's awesome. And KView's on Tuesdays at 6:15 right here on KUJH, or as well as journalism.ku.edu/crossroads. All the archives as well as are up on Ustream as well, hopefully on YouTube soon as well. But anyway, that's going to do it for this block as well. We'll be right back with Michael and Sam with the news.
Welcome back. I'm Sam Harms.
And I'm Michael O'Brien, and here is your Friday news update. Yesterday, President Obama called Russian President Putin to urge him to pursue a diplomatic solution with Ukraine. Obama proposed a pullback of Russian troops, international monitors to protect all Ukrainian citizens, and support of Ukrainian elections. Other restrictions are being placed into action, such as increasing U.S. exports of natural gas to decrease Russian energy sales and possibly prohibiting Russian firms from doing business in the United States.
A Florida woman has been hospitalized and is undergoing mental evaluations after driving her minivan into the ocean south of Daytona Beach. Her 3 children, ages 3, 9, and 10, were inside the vehicle. Both bystanders and police officers helped pull the children out of the minivan. No one was harmed.
Oscar Pistorius' former girlfriend, Samantha Taylor, testified against him yesterday. She described countless times where Pistorius had a temper and a gun in his hand, including one event where Pistorius and a friend were stopped for speeding and arguing with a police officer. Taylor also provided more evidence that disproves Pistorius' testimony.
As you may know, after 9/11, authorities found a cross made from the beams of the World Trade Center. They want to put this cross inside the upcoming 9/11 museum, but there is a controversy about this among a group of atheists. This group is suing the museum to stop this from happening. They claim that not everyone who died during the attacks were believers. A decision on whether or not to add the cross to the museum has yet to be made, but is expected in the next few weeks.
The job market bounced back from a 2-month slump in February as employers added 175,000 jobs. The report from the Labor Department beat most expectations.
Colorado is launching a Drive High, Get a DUI campaign in order to stop stone driving. The campaign is costing Colorado just about $1 million and is the state's first effort in this area.
Oscar Mayer is working to help wake up iPhone users to the sound and smell of bacon. While right now only beta testers get to use the scent-emitting device, anyone can wake up to the sound of sizzling bacon simply by downloading the app called Wake Up and Smell the Bacon.
And that's it for the news. After the break, we'll be right back with Tim for Sports.
Tim Cornell here with your sports update. The KU men's basketball team saw off seniors Justin Wesley, Nico Roberts, and Tarek Black in the final home game of the season by beating Texas Tech 82-57. Black was by far the dominant senior with 19 points on 9 for 9 shooting and 6 rebounds. KU women's basketball begins Big 12 championship play tonight with a first-round game against Kansas State at 6 p.m. in Oklahoma City. In pro sports news, the Los Angeles Clippers beat the Los Angeles Lakers 142-94. The 48-point margin was both the largest margin of victory in Clippers franchise history and also the largest margin of loss in Lakers franchise history. Clippers have been the ignored little brother to the Lakers since their move to LA, but there is no doubt now that there has been a change of guard in the Staples Center. The Royals have done a nice job so far in exhibition play. They are 5-2 overall and have 9 straight days of games starting today against the Giants at 2:05 in Kansas City. The regular season opening is right on the other side of spring break on March 31st against the Detroit Tigers. Remember, KU men's basketball concludes the regular season tomorrow against West Virginia in an 11 a.m. game. That's all for your sports. We'll be right back with Brett and Jill. You're watching Good Morning KU.
Welcome back, folks, to Good Morning KU. Now, Jill, we have some special guests in the Crossroads today here, don't we?
Yes, we do. We sure do.
Well, who are they? Why don't you tell us?
I have my sister and 2 of her friends in the audience right now. That's what's going on, I think.
Yep, well, let's see. We're going to cut to them really quick, so let's give a wave to the camera right over here, guys.
That's Katie, Haley, and Colton. They were not expecting this. I don't know if you guys can tell. I wasn't either, so thank you, Brett.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Well, Jill, it's been a good Friday. You know, the weather's supposed to be really nice today in comparison to the 30 degrees. You could stop laughing now. It's okay. So let's see. But the weather's going to be nice, and people are going to start to get outside, and
Yes.
it's March finally. So we were thinking before the show, what are the top 5 things that KU students are looking forward to in March?
Top 5 things. Well, my number 5 is obviously Rock Chalk Review, as we talked
course.
about earlier. Again, tonight and tomorrow night are our last shows, so that's one of mine. What about you?
Oh yeah, let's see. So let's see. For me, I think it definitely has to be the weather. Finally get to go outside, play some catch with some friends. It's baseball season. Get to go outside and do that. Oh man, it's going to be fantastic, especially today, up to 60 degrees. Are you kidding me? It's awesome.
Absolutely. Also on that list should be St. Patrick's Day. That's coming up.
That's a good point.
I know that's a lot of people's favorite holiday. It's actually my least favorite. You want to know why?
Why is that, Jill?
My birthday's the 16th, and St. Patrick's Day is the 17th, which is the day after my birthday. So I kind of have hated it since I was a little kid. So
Poor Jill. Well,
St. Patrick's Day.
happy early birthday regardless.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
All right, now we go to number 2 is spring break. Finally get a break from school. Some people go to far and away places and have a good time. So that's something to look forward to as
Are you
well.
going anywhere for spring break?
Yes, I'm traveling with some friends down south. It's going to be a good time, and I'm looking forward to it. It's going
Okay.
to be really fun.
Awesome. And number 1, I think almost every single KU student would agree, is March Madness.
March Madness.
Looking to bring home
Oh.
that national title once again.
Oh yeah, people get to fill out their brackets, maybe make a little bit of money by winning a tournament here or there. Oh, it's going to be great. I'm
Absolutely.
really excited.
Absolutely. Well, that's all we have for today. Thanks so much for joining us, and we hope to see you next week.